Alright ladies, so today I'm going to show you how to 5 ways to amp up the sexual tension during the interaction. These are things that I use during, for example, like I specialize in speed seduction in the daytime. So I teach guys how to meet girls in the daytime and actually learn how to seduce them in under an hour. And, you know, with consent, okay? Consent, that's the first thing, that's most important part, right? And so these are things that I teach them. And they work for such extreme scenarios. So you guys being women and you guys being able to just be sexual by the way you look, by dressing a certain way, you guys are going to be able to use this and use it with more efficiency as opposed to guys. It's done the right way. All right, so these are 5 ways to do it, and they're very simple. They're very straight to the point. It doesn't require a lot of thinking. It just requires you executing it and focusing on it. All right, so the first one is this: talking slowly. Whenever you want to speak, whenever you could be talking about anything, right? You could be talking about anything. I could be talking about Teletubbies, right? But then all I have to do is just slow down and talk about Teletubbies. You know, and I love Tinker-Winky and Lala because Tinker-Winky and Lala were like my favorite ones. You know, and I don't know why I like that, but if you're talking to someone like that and you ask them to respond, and if they respond in the same rhythm, they don't respond like this, but they respond like that, right? All you have to do is just keep talking like that, right? You keep eye contact, and then once in a while you shut up. If he asks you, so what are you up to today? Not much, I'm just hanging around. Like, you're just looking at him like that, right? And this is just the beginning phase. You're gonna incorporate some of the other things, okay? But initially, just talking slow. Like if you feel like, oh my god, if you're feeling like, oh my god, this guy's really watching Netflix, I need this guy to make some fucking moves, right? All you gotta do is just talk to him slowly. Like literally just pause the movie and ask him a question. Like literally, like, hey, let's pause 50 Shades of Grey and just ask him a question, right? Like literally just ask him a random question. But when you're talking, have pauses. You see, the pause is what's gonna create the awkwardness and the sexual tension. That's what you have to do. Just speaking slowly. It's kind of crazy. Like it could be done in any moment. If you want to really fuck with him, like during random moments, include that. Like when during random moments, bring down the energy and talk slowly, right? And he's gonna feel that. It really is. Another one, again, if you really want to amp it up, also talk like that. Like you just barely woke out of bed and you're just tired. Like you just barely woke up. You see, and move slower when you talk like that, and you can just include silence once in a while, and that definitely amps up the pressure, like it really does. Number 2, danger. For example, okay, should I talk about this? Okay, I will. There used to be this hotel I used to go to, this hotel, and this hotel had a stairwell where you would go up the stairwell, right? But when you go up the stairwell, it doesn't have any doors until you get to like the 8th floor. So you'll be able to go from the basement to the 8th floor up without being interrupted and without doors. So the beauty about this place is that you can just plant yourself right in the middle where you can hear if somebody is coming down from the 8th floor or from the basement. And the beauty about this is that if you're doing anything, you could be doing anything. But if you hear them, you're able to stop doing whatever you're doing, like reading the Bible together, and go whatever direction you got to take. It gives you time to finish or just, you know, temporarily hold the action to some other time. So what I like about that is that extra tension makes anything that you're doing, like reading the Bible together, you know, makes it even better. So for example, you guys are reading together, right? And you just while you're just reading and talking about the Bible, you tell her, shut the fuck up, there's people there. You just listen, right? But as you listen, you still fucking keep going, you know, fuck that shit, you ain't stopping. You see, and that tension of like, oh, we're almost gonna get caught, be quiet, we're almost gonna get caught, like shut the fuck up, I don't want to get caught, right? That tension, you're like, oh shit, it's dangerous. Oh man, that shit works. That shit fucking works. That shit fucking works, man. If you know someone in the hotel, act like your boy, put your boy there and act him like he's coming downstairs so you can, you know, make it more dangerous. But yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. Like put yourself in pressure situations. For example, asking the guy over but telling him my roommates are home so we can only have sex quiet, and doing it quietly, the extra danger makes it even more fun. It gives you that youthful vibe to it rather than it just being like a normal thing that you do every day. Number 3, thinking of sex. And when you're talking to the guy, literally start thinking about sex. Start thinking about it, especially if you're talking slowly. Like as you think slowly, just think about whatever the hell you want to do to him, you know. And by feeling the fucking desire to be with him, right? than suppressing it, like being the bad girl, like wanting a bad girl to come up by saying no, calm the fuck down, right? Like suppressing it. What I said, when you suppress your emotions, it sub-communicates it. You can sub-communicate it, you see? And so he's gonna feel that sexual attention, especially when you're talking slowly. And your body language is gonna show, because when girls are turned on, like they do certain things that they don't notice, that it communicates sexualness. Like it really does. Like it really does. So all you gotta do is just think about sex. Like, you know, slowly just start thinking about it, sucking his dick, you know, so your mouth waters and all that sort of stuff. And that works with amping up the sexual tension, especially if you're talking slowly, and you're like and you're thinking about sex as you're talking to him. That really works. Number 4, bringing up sex and talking about it and how good you are. Literally, y'all, hype yourself the fuck up, man. Hype yourself up. You know, literally say things that you can do that you really cannot do. But the point is, hype yourself up. Like, you know, okay, don't hype yourself up, okay? Because if you're a guy, you say you got a 10-inch dick and you don't, like, okay, don't do that. But generally speaking, though, talk about the things you love to do. Talk about, like, what do you like about sex? What's your favorite position? And let them talk about it. And then you talk about what you love about sex, how you do it. You know, and you talk about how guys love whatever the hell you do. And then just change the topic, or even just say, by the way, I'll be back. Stay here. And let them think about that. You see? And that's how you amp up. Just talk about sex and then remove it. Then stop talking about it. All right? And like, just say, I gotta go to the bathroom or whatever, so that he can be left alone, like saying, damn, my God, I want that girl, right? And so that's how you give him that space, literally just talking about sex. Bringing up sex, okay, having distance between the two. Something that really works is, tell anyone who's being in a long distance relationship how much they want to have sex with them, more than anyone else. Like, there's something about distance that makes you want to fuck the person more. Especially if you're Skype them, you're like, oh my goodness in heaven, look at you, Jesus Christ in heaven, like that shit right there. Like if you see them in the screen, you can't touch them. Oh my God, you want them more. So if you really, look, again, this is just for the pros, you know, for the ones that are committed to it. If you really want to do something like that, act like you're away. You know, act, again, I don't expect people to do this, but this works. Like, literally act as though you're far in another city, you know, and then say, oh, I can't wait to see you in 3 weeks. I want to Skype with you every day. Now, mind you, it requires a lot of patience from you, because you have to also play along, and I doubt any of you guys are going to do it, because I know I wouldn't do that, right? But I know one thing is that if a girl does that, right, and she fucking plays me along for a month or two, simply to give me the illusion that she's far away and that we're gonna meet, and we meet, oh my God, like that shit is gonna be crazy. And if she really wants to, she could be like, oh, I'm leaving, you know, and she lives like 2 fucking blocks away, and saying, oh, I'll be back in 2 weeks, like, and you Skype and you tempt him, you show him what he wants, but he can't have it. Come on, man, come on. Like that shit, man, that'll get him addicted, man. Be careful if you do that. Actually a pretty goddamn good strategy, to be honest with you. Like a lot of, when you're in a long distance relationship, the mere fact that you can touch them makes you want them more, and it actually accelerates the process. That's what I started noticing. People do find themselves more infatuated by people who are long distance. Who cares? Anyway, this is Alex from mindforattraction.org. If you guys need one-on-one coaching, let me know. I've been doing it lately, by next month I'm gonna have to increase the prices because I'm moving out. So for now, the prices are where they are right now, and you know, take advantage of it. And I hope to hear from you guys soon. If you guys want to donate to me, just go to Patreon/MA2020, right? And then you'll see my Patreon account, and you guys can donate there. And I hope you guys have a good day. Bye bye.